Good morning. Saturday morning, it's 8 o'clock. I'm pulling out. I'm going over here to this job that I looked at yesterday. Gonna go on over here and get a day in over here real quick. Won't take, I decided that I wasn't gonna bring the other guy out. I just didn't want to have to deal with all the unknowns, even though I'm probably gonna wish that I have somebody on the ground over here, because there's a lot of obstacles in the way. But the obstacles are things that I'm gonna have to grab with the machine anyway. And so, to have a guy over here on the ground running around, not really knowing what to do and all that, I just didn't want to have to deal with all that, man. And like I said, there's a lot of shit that can happen too, so yeah. I mean, you get a guy that out here, just day labor out here on a job like this, man, him and got poison ivy and everything, man. It's pretty bad over here, and there's a lot of things in the way, and I don't want him to be close to the machine hits something hard and sling it at him, or anything like that, man. It's just gonna come out better just being the machine today. On jobs like this, and you don't really know everything there is to know about it, then I always like to tell the people, especially if I know it's going to be more than one day, or well, what I told her is basically, what I asked her is, hey, so do you want me to get to a certain point and then stop, and then we schedule another day, or do you want me just to go wide open and know that we got to come back another day, and the day be, in the next day or two, right? So she's like, I just want to get everything knocked down and, get it all knocked down, and don't worry about, because as a contractor, you have to put the job in a scenario to where it's not looking like hell until you come back. I want to try to keep things as neat as I can, based on everything. And I don't want to leave over here today and not be coming back for a week or two and it be just a mess everywhere. You have to let the customer know, hey, I can get more stuff cut if I don't have to worry about a stopping point. But if you don't have to worry about, getting everything tidy, clean up, because you could spend the last, hour and a half just kind of, cleaning things up. And if I had a lawn, if I knew it was going to be like that, I would have figured out a way to get a lawnmower over here. Because the lawnmower I'm telling y'all, one of my lawnmowers, now of course I wouldn't bring the brand new, ain't none of them brand new, but I would bring one of the older ones, and I'd come bring it over here, and it would be great for getting all the fine stuff. Most of this, like that garden area and all that, I could cut that with a lawnmower. I wouldn't even need the brush cutter. But see, you can't just stick a lawnmower up in there. Well, number one, there ain't no telling what's in there. There could be some bees, all kinds of things that, well, in the enclosed cab, I'm gonna be protected from all that crap. You get over here and get stung 15 times by some bees, I'm going home. So, I tried everything I could to get both the brush cutters on the trailer, but I just couldn't. I could probably figure out a way to where I could stack the brush cutters on top of each other. But by the time I got to fooling with it, getting everything ready, I spent, my trailer's just too short, man. It's just too short. I need a longer trailer. But it's going to be well worth what they're spending over here. I guarantee you that. It's going to make, I'm fixing to go over here and raise some freaking hell. I'm going to try. Okay, y'all. So this is going to be quite a job here. Very time consuming because of all they done got let it get so bad. What's happened out here is they got a lot of like little bitty retainer walls, not retainer walls, just little landscape walls all in here, step downs. And it's all, you know, stuff like this right here. You know, like this. And man, it's running across there. This is going to be quite a challenge here. But I got to get results, man. So what I'm going to do, I was just going to try to drive through there and pull some of the bigger stuff out. But I'm everywhere I go, there's a wall. And imagine if, you know, this were taken care of really, really good. So you got this right here, and it runs all up in there. You know, there's just a lot of rock and stuff. So I picked up on the bird bath. I got the tub out, but the stand broke when I picked up on it. But there's all kinds of things in here that will just that like, you know, you got this band right here, and I don't know, is that a water? What is this? See, this is the kind of thing right here will hurt you, man. You know. And I'd much rather be spending my time in the machine than doing this. Well, really, you should have brought a guy on the ground. I might have, should have. You're right. Damn sure might have, should have. But I didn't, so we're gonna take the cameras around. I'm gonna start from the bottom and just work my way up. I gotta get some stuff done, man. I can be, because you see right in here, I mean, all these it's gonna be damn near impossible not to tear everything up in here. Even say you came in here with just doing it by hand, you would still have to tear the wall. These walls would get torn because there's stuff growing all in them, big woody stuff. But all this right here, I'm gonna go on and get all this with the cutter, man. I put the cutter on, so we're gonna start. We're gonna start down here and see if we can, you know, I mean, these bags right here, see, I should have bought the forks, I guess. I saw that, but I didn't, I mean, I said, well, hell, I'll just slide them over to there. So I'm gonna get in here. All this right here is coming down. And then I'm gonna kind of just pick the cutter head way up and just cut, man. So on this edge right here and come in and start cutting all this. I don't know why the GoPro's acting stupid, man. Damn.
Okay guys, so real quick, y'all saw I done got up in here and got all this. I'm uncovering all kinds of stuff. Something got wrapped around there's no way that you could, you know, this is, I mean, this job right here is, well, note to self, don't ever make my yard where, because this is terrible, man. I mean, the hydraulic lines are getting hung on everything. I'm all, you know, just I'm gonna zip tie. I got some zip ties in the truck, man. I'm gonna zip tie some of this. See, these hydraulic lines, they hang out too far on the side. They need to be, they need to be up in here like this, you know. I'm gonna figure out something to do there. So yeah. The back, I'm gonna put this camera on charge, but see, this right here is all the stuff that's not so sketchy, because there's no not no big rock and stuff in here. But as you get closer to the house, you start running into stuff like this. And I mean, I don't even know how. I mean, they need a dumpster over here too, man. There's a lot of trash in here, just junk. See, that's another one of those. See that metal right there? I mean, dude. What can I say, man? It's gonna get ugly before it gets pretty, y'all. But I'm gonna take a little breather and see, now down in there, I could run a lawnmower in there. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna unhook the cutter, and I'm gonna get all that pile of debris down there to a burn pile. All this stuff is going too. All this is going, you know. See, I'm weary about getting up in here with the brush cutter, because if I break something, then I can't finish. I'm afraid after walking inside there and seeing everything. To me, if I'm them, I'm taking all the rock out of there. Well, it's going to be all trampled on. So I'm just afraid I'm going to break something, man. Okay, y'all, so I'm fixing to hook back to the cutter. This is where it's going to get kind of sketchy. I'm going to get up in there with the cutter, but man, I'm going to have to be facing that way. And there's a wall in there. I mean, dude, there's a big stump right there. I'm going to try to grind it down a little better than that. This is what I'm talking about, like a lawnmower right now would come in really handy in here, because it'll smooth the dirt out and everything. But that's a pretty good bit for, I mean, 2 hours. I mean, that's a lot, and the debris is pretty much gone. They really need a dumpster over here. But I'm just gonna cut, man. I'm not gonna worry too much about the cleanup. Just cut it, get it all cut, because they got grandkids and stuff. Grandkids come over here and they don't want to pay me to pick every little thing up, I don't think. So yeah. So this area right here is really rough to cut. Like I said, it's got a bunch of trash in there, a bunch of block and rock, and there's some kind of landscape little wall. You see me going to the edge of it. Every time you see the little dust coming off, I'm hitting a block of some kind, all along the edge. There's a step down right there. There's 2 step downs in there, and a rock. And then on that side over there, there's some railroad ties. And then I creep around this tree, and there's some more railroad ties and rocks on that outside edge too. But not a whole lot you can really do in there. So, yeah, man. I mean, doing best I can, trying not to tear nothing up.
Okay, y'all, so I'm at a point over here to where I really don't even know what else I can do. What can we do here? That's a wall. Now, I'm not going to be going in there. I mean, how would you cut that? You're going to have to hand do all of that, and I'm talking about literally with hand snips. There's no way that you're going to. It's terrible, man. It's just terrible. You build a wall like this and you let it get out of whack. It's I can't make it beautiful. You know, I mean, I've literally moved some mountains over here for sure. Look at that. And I even see the deal today was to work on this area right here, and we didn't know if I could get it done or not, but I got it done. And there's quite a few big stumps there. There's a lot of work over here. There's a see, and there's nobody here. See, if somebody was here, we could discuss what to do next, because there's not a whole lot more I can do with the machine not in here. I mean, look. Yeah, you can't. Okay, you bring a brush cutter saw, bicycle handle brush cutter over here. You're gonna tear the blade up in 5 minutes. Stuff's too heavy for a weed eater. I mean, everywhere you go, everywhere you look, there's rock. If you're going to build walls like this, you're going to have to, I mean, I wouldn't, man, it's bad. You can't do nothing. You can't even bring a big machine in here. I mean, look at them. All the way. And they're not mortared together or nothing. See, if I'm her, I mean, in order to keep it clean, look at, there's a bees. There's a bee hole over here somewhere. Yeah, y'all see them? I mean, dude. She didn't even remember what all was in here. I mean, I guess I can bring the grapple up in here and try to grab some of this stuff, you know, but man, I can't run the brush cutter up in here no more. I done hit about 10 rock in here, you know, and the rock ain't moving. They're like that, like those right there. And see shit like this. It's just, you know, I don't know, man. Should I have taken this job on? Even though she understands, she told me, she said, look, we need a freaking, well, you know, the expectations are what they are. I mean, ain't nothing I can hardly do with any of this stuff in here. This is like busy work. But you're never going to get all this stuff, all these roots and stuff out from around the block. Once those roots started going into these block walls, and they're not major, you know, they're not really catastrophe type walls if you knock them down. I mean, look. I mean, you can spray it. Maybe you could do a little cleaner then, but man, they're not. I wish she'd get home, man. You'll see, like I'm hung up over here, cause and I guarantee you, when she comes home, she's probably gonna be like, "Can you come back tomorrow?" too. Because I did this fast, y'all. We did not know how long I would be, you know, it would be for me to get this done. But I did this super fast, man. I did. So now, is when you need somebody on the ground. So once I talk to her, we can see. But I mean, I'm going to spend another hour and a half over here. We never thought I would even get to none of that, but I was going in there with the brush cutter, and I saw some fencing in there. That's why I came out of there. But I guess I could put the grapple bucket on and try to get some of this stuff up, you know. I mean, but when there's stuff like this in here, you really tie your hands on being. See, to me, if it was mine, what I would do is I would take all this out. I would. That's what I would do, and just gradually slope it down, because they're too elderly to be having to take care of this kind of thing. This is a lot of manicured stuff here. I pull that whole wall down. I make all this a slope, and then they're gonna have to spend some money though. You know, one day ain't gonna get it. 2 days ain't gonna get it. You're talking about probably $4,000 or $5,000 over here to get everything like they want it. You know. Certainly looks good though, but there's always going to be debris on the ground, and they want to take out big trees too. See, they just got to spend some money, man. That's all. And I think today they just tested me to see what I can get done in a day. That's what I think. But yeah, y'all, so I don't really know, well, I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna go over here and try to cut the garden down that they got. I'm not gonna record anymore today, man. I done all the recording I'm gonna do. I'm about ready to go get a Sammy. I wish they would come home, you know, come home, but you know, y'all see, for me to, I mean, I'll come back tomorrow. If they really want to damn do it. You know, I'll take them by. I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I mean, I don't see how you're going to clean out around that wall and make that pretty again, and then you're going to have to maintain that moving forward. I just don't see that, man. To me, I'd take all that shit out and I'd put grass seed there, where I could just run a lawnmower in there. No wall, no block, no nothing. They got thousands of dollars worth of rock laying around here. I'm talking about rock back in the day would cost a fortune. I mean, back in the day we're not that cheap, but today would cost a fortune. But there's a lot of stuff I can still cut, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. You know, so let's let the camera charge, and yeah. All right, y'all. So another job done. Now I'll be back over here. There's a lot to do over here, like I was showing y'all. She just wanted me today to run the machine, not do a whole lot of detail, just run the machine. We know we're gonna have to come back, but it looks pretty good. She did not think that I would even get to the garden over there, but I got the garden. I got all of this. She just wanted mainly all of this today, and I could have done all of this and left. But I made great time, and I can't make this be what I want it to be. We had to have some major work in here. Well, dirt moving. We're going to tear that wall down to make it manageable. But that's another day. So we walk over here. This trash can, I backed into the trash can. I got about 5 of these at home. I might have to bring her a trash can. But I say take all this out, man, and make it all dirt, man, and make it all smooth. Just where you can just mow all this, everything grass. See, to me, it's not neat, but for one day, it's pretty good. There's just big rock everywhere, man. But that's a wrap, man. I'm headed to the his zoo. We'll go get me a We'll grab us a steak and cheese on the way home. I hit this area right here as an afterthought. But I told her, I said, now I want to make sure, because if I need to get to a certain stopping point and clean up, she said, no, just run the machine and then we'll figure it out after that. Because she knew it was going to take more than a day. I was hoping that she would come home while I'm here, but I like to see the reaction. Then I kind of know where I'm at, right? But it ain't mandatory. So, all right, y'all. Next man. All right, y'all. Yeah, 3:30, y'all. So, yeah, there's still a lot to do over there, man. We got a couple days over there. They just need to make it simple. You know, that's what they need to do. They need to make it where, you know, they can take care of it with a lawnmower. So, I wish she would have came up while I was there. My buddy seems to think that his sister kept her out a lot longer than normal, so she wouldn't stop me from doing stuff. So, I mean, you know, the whole family knows me, man. So, if I had a guy on the ground, then what would he do, y'all? Well, he'd have been picking up all them brick that you had to get. Yeah, but I spent 15 minutes picking up shit. Now, what's he gonna do for the rest of the time? I'd rather let them save money, you know, because if I bring somebody, I'm charging more. I think she's gonna really like it, man. You know, I would. But you gotta, if she was, but after talking to her yesterday, that's why I wanted to meet with her, because I gotta kind of temper the expectations. I do. I have to, because the expectations over there she could be thinking way outside of what is even, you know, you're not gonna get all that picked up, cleaned up and everything. And I got a top of the line skid steer, top of the line equipment, brush cutter, everything, man. And you know, and I got a little bit of experience too, so you ain't gonna come over there without a machine. I guess what I should have really looked at was maybe have her, you know, I would remove all the stone paper stuff. I would have removed all that. But I think it went good. You know why? Because I got paid and nothing broke, and I don't have to pay out nothing except for fuel. Pretty good. Y'all see. But it's always like that this time of year. Even last year, you know, we start rolling into the fall, man. I just set up some work during the summer. That's what I do. During the summer, I set up work for the winter or fall, because I know the lawns are going to run out, and they couldn't run out faster for me. I'm still sick of doing lawns, man. Right now, not the lawn. I'm sick of doing them. I'm sick of dealing with it, with all the baby mama drama. That's really what it is. It's 87 degrees though, y'all. I mean, what the hell, man? Seems like it's really, 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 really warm for October. Y'all know what it is. It's Sammy Time Saturday, man. Sammy Time Saturday. Deuces.